You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 24th of December, 2025. It is 3 days after the winter solstice. It is 86 days before the spring equinox. By the Christian calendar, tonight is Christmas Eve. The sun rises today at 7:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:55 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:33 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:04 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 5:39 p.m. The length of daytime today is 10 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 20% full at midday. The moon rises today at 10:48 a.m. The moon sets at 10:16 p.m. The first quarter will arrive on Saturday, the 29th of December. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the middle of the night, high tide, 12:52 a.m., 1 meter 22. In the morning, low tide, 6:45 a.m., 6 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:04 p.m., 1 meter 40. In the evening, low tide, 7:18 p.m., minus 15 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in our indoor ecosystems, the Christmas cactus is a popular thing this time of year. It's originally from the high-altitude, moist forests along the southeastern coast of Brazil, around Rio de Janeiro, but it's become a staple of holiday decor here. To get a Christmas cactus to bloom, you have to start about 8 weeks before the holiday. The cactus needs long periods of dark nights, so it can be placed in a closet each night to experience at least 13 hours of perfect darkness. It also prefers slightly cooler nights, and its water should be limited. Once it sets buds, it can live in its usual spot, a corner with partial shade. Isn't it striking how a plant from subtropical forests could become so closely associated with a holiday season defined by cold and snow? Commemorations. Cultural losses. On this day in 1851, the Library of Congress caught fire, and 2/3 of the collection was destroyed. The library, which had been established in 1800 under the administration of John Adams, was then housed in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The library had previously been burned during the War of 1812, when the invading British had set the Capitol aflame. In the 1851 blaze, Thomas Jefferson's collection of books, which had been sold to the Library of Congress, was destroyed. In the aftermath of the blaze, a new iron fireproof room was constructed in the Capitol. Radio firsts. On this day in 1906, the first radio transmission featuring entertainment was broadcast from Brant Rock on the coast of Massachusetts. Until that time, radio messages were sent using Morse code. The inventor, Reginald Fessenden, had devised a system of amplitude modulation using continuous electromagnetic waves, the technology we now know as AM radio. Fessenden played the song O Holy Night on his violin, and he read the nativity story from the Gospel according to Luke. His audience? Well, who had radios? Shipboard radio operators along the Atlantic coast were the first to hear a radio broadcast with music and the human voice. Annals of War and Peace. On this day in 1914, during World War I, ordinary soldiers along the front lines in Europe initiated a temporary Christmas truce. They emerged from their trenches to exchange Christmas greetings and souvenirs with soldiers from the other side. Some sang Christmas carols together. Officers, especially the highest echelons, frowned on this fraternization with the enemy, but for soldiers in the front line, it was an expression of common humanity in the midst of a brutal war. Today we remember An Kawara, born this day in 1932. The Japanese-American conceptual artist was fascinated by the practice of keeping time. For many years he produced paintings consisting of nothing more than the date on which they were painted. Using white Liquitex acrylic paint, he painted the dates in a crisp sans serif on a solid background. He also sent telegrams to friends and neighbors bearing the message, "I am alive." As timekeepers ourselves, we at the observatory honor Ankawara today. Finally, to those who celebrate Christmas Eve tonight, we wish you a very happy Christmas. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 24th of December, 2025.